By 1969, Kristofferson was making a name for himself among songwriters in Nashville. He was part of a group of outsiders who were changing country music, like Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson.
He brought an intelligence to songwriting that hadn't been there before. And he made everybody sit up and notice and know that theirs was going to be compared.
There's a kind of poetic ease in Kristofferson's language, so that it's poetry as spoken by the common person, and that's what distinguishes all these songs.
It was a bit deeper look into the human being from Chris's standpoint, from Chris's eyes, and that was what the people needed. That's what the people wanted to hear, because then the people who were out there saying, well, you know, I like country music, but it's a little corny, it's a little that. Guys like Kris come along and added a lot of respectability to that, because they knew that their songs were a little more than your average three-chord country song.
Well, welcome in now to the Pappy Tipton get-together. We're going to be around. Right?
Convincing the record companies was another matter. Many in the Nashville establishment rejected Kristofferson and this band of rebel musicians they called outlaws. Chris's luck changed when he met Fred Foster, founder of Combine Music and Monument Records.
And he had on cowboy boots, sort of, and one sole was flopping. And so I got a big rubber band and secured the sole of his boot. He thought that was kind of funny. And you always ask a writer to sing more than one song.
Fred, how's that? You want to do it again?
Because anybody might stumble into one good song, but you don't stumble into 3 or 4. So he sang 4, and by the time he had finished, I was totally sold.
Foster agreed to pay Kristofferson a weekly draw against future royalties. He also wanted him to do an album for Monument.
And he said, why do you want to do that, man? I can't sing. He said, I sound like a frog. And I said, yeah, but you're a frog that communicates.
Foster took Kristofferson's songs and commissioned another. He offered the title, Me and Bobby McGee.
I was flying around Baton Rouge, and the lines come, you know, busted flat in Baton Rouge.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, heading for the trains, feeling nearly faded is my jeans.
The song revealed Kristofferson's unique ability to sum up the times in a single line.
Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose.
And within 2 or 3 weeks, he had delivered Sunday Morning Coming Down and helped me make it through the night. Loving Her was easier. I was just, you know, like being awash in genius.
Here's a song written by my friend Kris Kristofferson, and I got this song in a very strange way. I got it right out of the sky.
Fortune was smiling on Kris Kristofferson. His friend and hero, Johnny Cash, recorded one of his songs in 1969.
And one afternoon, June said, some fool has landed in our yard in a helicopter.
And I did land on his lawn in a helicopter. I don't remember it exactly the same way he does, but who's to say who was right? Neither one of us was in great shape at the time.
Here was Kris, and he said, I thought this might be the best way to get a song to you, bring it right out of the sky. And I said, you got it, let's listen to it, and here it was. Well, I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head that didn't hurt.
Listen, I'll go with that story, because it was his recording of Sunday Morning Coming Down that opened the doors.
Cash's recording of Kristofferson's hard-edged ballad on loneliness became a big country hit. For Kristofferson, who had fallen from his family's grace in his efforts to be an artist, it would be the breakthrough to stardom he had been working toward for 5 long, hard years.